Men, listen closely. Because one day, no matter how strong your relationship feels right now, you're going to face something you never saw coming. And if you're not prepared, it will rip your life apart. So listen closely, because what I'm about to tell you could save you from the kind of heartbreak most men never recover from. I'm talking about what happens when a woman hits her late 30s, early 40s. Something shifts. Something cracks open inside her. And it has nothing to do with you. Nothing to do with how good of a man you are. You can be loyal, loving, a rock. And still, one day, she'll wake up and feel like her world is broken. And guess what? She'll take it out on you. They don't tell you this when you're young. They don't warn you about it in movies, in school, in church. But it's real. Around 35, 40, biology, psychology, time, it all collides. Her body reminds her, the window of youth is closing. Her mind whispers, is this it? Is this my life? Did I miss out? And that voice doesn't shut up. It gets louder. It starts to eat at her. And suddenly, everything you built together, the home, the kids, the stability, it doesn't feel safe to her anymore. It feels like a cage. And here's the brutal truth. No matter how much love you gave, how much you sacrificed, how much you believed you were enough, she will look at you like you're the reason she feels empty. And that's when it starts. The little cracks. The little shifts. She starts scrolling more. She starts posting more. Every like, every comment, every DM, it's fuel. It's validation. She's not just sharing pictures, she's testing the waters. Do they still see me? Do they still want me? Her friends, the divorced ones, the bitter ones, the reckless ones, they cheer her on. Girl, you deserve more. You should be living. You're still young, don't waste it. They don't care about the wreckage that advice leaves behind. Misery loves company. And the nostalgia hits her. She remembers the parties, the freedom, the thrill of being chased. And she compares it to you, steady, loyal, predictable you. Suddenly, the very thing that once made her feel safe, now feels boring. And here's the knife twist. It doesn't matter if you did nothing wrong. The storm is in her, not you. But she'll rewrite history. She'll convince herself you held her back, that you trapped her, that you're the reason she feels restless. And once that thought takes root, brother, it spreads like wildfire. And here's the part that cuts deep, brother. The blind spot. Most men think loyalty will save them. They think if they work hard, provide, stay faithful, give her everything she needs, she'll never leave. Wrong. In fact, it's usually the good men who get hit the hardest. Because while you were busy being stable, being reliable, being her anchor, she started craving the storm. The chaos. And here's the sick twist. The more you love her, the more you sacrifice, the more you reassure her, the more restless she becomes. You think you're building a fortress around your marriage. But in her mind, that fortress starts to feel like a prison. And instead of looking in the mirror, instead of facing her own emptiness, she looks at you. If I feel trapped, it must be him. If I feel bored, it must be him. If I feel restless, it must be him. That's the blind spot. You don't see it coming because you think love is enough. You think being the good man protects you. But that's exactly what makes you vulnerable. By the time you notice the shift, by the time the mask slips, it's already too late. The story in her head has changed. And in that story, you're no longer the hero. You're the villain. And once she rewrites that story, brother, the fallout begins. Suddenly, the woman who used to look at you with love now looks at you with resentment. The laughter turns into silence. The touches turn into distance. Every word you say feels like an attack to her. Every move you make feels like control. She'll start pulling away, mentally first, then physically. She'll spend more time online, more time with her friends, more time finding herself. And you? You'll be left wondering what the hell happened. The cruelest part? She won't just leave you. She'll convince herself she's escaping you. That you were the problem. That you held her back. And she'll rewrite the whole history of your relationship to justify it. You thought you were her safe place. But now she tells the world you were her prison. And then comes the chaos. Broken families, kids caught in the middle, finances torn apart, years of loyalty tossed aside like they meant nothing. And while you're standing there in shock, trying to pick up the pieces, she's out chasing a high that never lasts. A younger crowd. New attention. That rush of being desired again. But it's temporary. It always is. Because here's the truth. You can run from commitment, you can run from stability, you can chase excitement, but you can't outrun yourself. And eventually, reality catches up. But by then, brother, the damage is already done. Finally, listen to me, brother. This isn't about hating women. It's not about blaming them either. It's about survival. Because the truth is simple. If you walk into this blind, if you live in a fantasy where love alone protects you, you will get crushed. So what do? You stay awake. You keep your backbone. You don't give your entire identity away just to keep her happy. You stay grounded in your purpose, your mission, your strength. Because the second you lose yourself, the second your whole life revolves around her, that's when you're the easiest to discard. Understand this, storms don't ask permission. They don't wait until you're ready. They just hit. And when they do, the man without a foundation gets swept away. So build yourself first. Protect yourself first. Stay alert. Not paranoid alert. Because the storm is real. The mask will slip. And when it does, you better be the kind of man who can stand in the fire, not one who gets burned to ashes. If this message hit home, don't just scroll past it. Share it with a brother who needs to hear this before it's too late. Because too many good men are walking blind into storms they don't see coming. Stay sharp. Stay grounded. And remember, love her, but never lose yourself. This is your wake-up call. If you're ready to build strength that can't be taken away, hit that subscribe, join the tribe. And I'll see you in the next one.